Good evening, YouTubers. I thought I'd do a preparation video prior to me doing the resaw contest with a little bit of explanation as to what's going on. There's a competition, not really a competition, actually quite fun. I think some are taking it quite seriously. I think it's pretty fun. I mean, this is a little stupid for me to do even any resawing on this bandsaw, because I've got the big huge bandsaw I do my resawing, but the point being is this is a small saw, and I think capable of, most people are used to a saw about this size. This saw is approximately 75 years old, and I take good care of my machines, so I would say it's in new working condition. The contest, as you can see here, is to resaw this piece of wood, which all four contestants, Bandsaw Jeff, Rod Sheraton, Matt Mattingly, and myself, Jack Forsberg, and we have to not join the piece. We can't join it. So what I've done here is I've glued it onto a timber so that I can resaw straight off of this. Now this is a great technique to make sure that your material will not distort while you're traveling through the fence. The other criteria is the method to which the contestants are allowed, and I got the long fence, which I'm not a big fan of the long fence, but this technique will deal with that. The criteria for sawing is, of course, sawing the face without joining, sawing the thinnest veneer possible, an 1/8 inch strip and a 1/4 inch strip, which I am going to do without shutting the saw off. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So what I've got over here, let's see if I can get this sort of set up. So what I've got here are my gauge blocks. I'll explain what they do. I've got my brand new bandsaw, thanks to Rod Sheraton, and courtesy of R&D Bandsaws. The other criteria was it was a 3/8 .025 thickness 3-hook knife. So I'll kind of show you that right here. Okay, and that was the criteria for the blade. Everybody got the same blade. Now how I'm going to do it is I'm going to put my work against here, and once I've set up the cut, I can move the fence. In other words, I move the fence, I use a gauge block, I lock the fence down, and that's going to take my next cut. You then slide that over. So this is a little fixture I made. I suppose you don't need that. I like it. It's because when we have two people working on the saw, it can be set up. Now here's a little roller, pressure roller I made out of inline skates or whatever, blade. And that's just on a spring, a wooden spring with little rollers, just to keep even pressure. And what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that good quality work can be done on a fence with a properly set up blade. As I said, I have all my gauges. The saw is set up, and we're ready to load the blank. And make the cut. So my next video will be actually sawing the 3 pieces, and I don't know if it's going to make it, but there's some really stiff competition, and may the best man win.